Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Counselor University. My name once again is Emmanuel Fine, and it's such a lovely day to have you together with us on Counselor University. Today we are going to be looking at a wonderful topic that is going to help your business, because God has mandated us to teach His people how to run profitable and sustainable businesses. So my goal today is to help you to design your business in such a way that it will become profitable and sustainable. And everywhere you are, you can remember that one day Counselor University played a major role in moving your business forward. Now today I'm going to be looking at what I've titled Vision Driving Relationship. How to build vision driving relationship. Now what do I mean by this? I'll start with a simple story, because I've come to realize that the relationship that will change our life are basically relationships that when we come in contact with them in the first place, most likely will repel us. But until we decide to keep close contact with them, that is when our businesses will skyrocket. What do I mean by this? Well, one day Jesus was moving from Judea to Galilee. Now, on the way from Judea to Galilee, he got to a particular well and he sat down by the well while his people went to town to buy food. Now, out of the town came a woman who came to fetch water from the well. Now, when she got to the well, what did she find? She found a Jewish man sitting by the well. Now, because of the issues that the Samaritans, this woman was a Samaritan woman, and because of the issues that the Samaritans were having with the Jews, they had actually put a break in their relationship, meaning that no Jewish man or woman can interact with any Jewish Samaritan man or woman. But most importantly too, in Jewish relationship, there was a strong hindrance barrier between man and woman, meaning that most men in the ancient time looked down on women, meaning that they won't actually go out of their way to get any idea from their women. So it meant that at that particular point, being a Jewish man, there was no reason for Jesus to talk to this woman, and there was no reason for her to actually expect any communication from him. But she was surprised when he said to her, "Give me water to drink." Now imagine you are in her shoe. What will you do? And she turned to him and said, "Wow, you a Jewish man asking me, a woman, to give you water to drink." Now, out of this started a relationship and a discussion. But the point I'm trying to get at is when his disciples now came back, they found him discussing with a woman. And they were shocked to find their leader discussing not with only a woman, but with a Samaritan woman. But what Jesus realized was that this woman was so influential in her town that if he could only get in contact with her and convert her, he had actually gotten the key to the city. And when Jesus now evangelized this woman and was able to convert her, what did she do? She went to the town and told the people of the town that, "I've seen the Messiah." And what did the whole town, all the men in the town followed her. Now, because Jesus took out time to establish a relationship with this woman, the whole town that would have taken him weeks or months to convert, all of them on their own came to him. But his disciples had a mental challenge because they couldn't understand themselves building a relationship with a Samaritan woman. Now imagine what would have happened if Jesus has actually sent out these people to go and evangelize. They would have seen this woman by the well, and maybe they were thirsty too. They would have waited for her to fetch her water and gone. Then they would have fetched their own, without realizing that this woman had access to the city, and just by building a relationship with her, they could actually access all the men in the city, and within a day or two could actually have preached to them and achieved something that would have taken them weeks to achieve. A lot of times there are relationships in our life that for one reason or the other are seeming a bit repulsive to us. Now, it's not that these people are bad, but maybe from the way we stand, because of culture, because of certain barriers, we felt that we can't build any relationship with them. Somehow from a distance, we are looking at these people and we're saying that there's nothing we can gain from these people, without realizing that these people have access to certain keys, to certain opportunities that if we can only build this relationship with them, most likely the doors to our opportunity will be opened up onto us. You know, when I started trying to become a teacher, there were certain preachers, certain speakers that I found it difficult to actually relate to. Somebody like Kenneth Copeland, somebody like Bishop Oyedepo. For certain reason, I didn't just have that chemistry with them. It was only until he got to a point I said that for me to actually move higher in my career, I need to actually get what these people are trying to teach. Now, what did I do? I had to force myself to listen to them. And by forcing myself to listen to them, I was amazed at the level of knowledge that they were sharing that I would not have gotten from any other place. Now, it doesn't still mean that I still like them so much. No. But I've gotten to a place where that I know that having a relationship with them by breaking the mental barrier that I have towards building a relationship with them was critical to me moving from where I am to where I needed to get to in life. A lot of time we have been using certain different barriers, religious barriers, tribal barriers, racial barriers, even male-female barriers to set ourselves aside from relationships that would have actually transformed us from where we are to where we are going to in our future. You need to understand that the information that will transform your life and move you from where you are to where you want to be in life, at the point you are getting it, might come from a source that will be a bit uncomfortable to you. Why do I say it's uncomfortable? Because if you want to move to a higher pedestal, you are currently not operating at that level. And now, people who are operating at that level, somehow you not find them very attractive to you. But until you tell yourself that I need to actually break down this barrier, that is the only time you can get to that place. Let me give you another particular example. Benny Hinn once shared that there was a time he wanted to go to the Philippines. Now, every other preacher who tried to go there could not have very good results. But he realized that there was a particular cardinal in that town who was almost the most influential person in the city. And that the first thing he tried to do, because this man was a Catholic priest, most other preachers, Pentecostal preachers, avoided him. But he said that when he got to town, the first thing he did was to establish a relationship with this man. And the man said that, don't worry, I'll tell my people to attend. And he said his next crusade was the biggest crusade he had ever had in that country. Because he took out time to look at the relationship and knew that this relationship is what I need to move me to where I'm going to. What are the relationships that you need? Have you ever taken out time to sit and ask yourself, where do I need to get to? Now, if you know where you are going to, you need to ask yourself, what relationship, what information do I need to get to move me from where I am today to where I'm going to? Now, a lot of us claim that we are Christians, there are certain things we don't need to know. But personally, one of the books I have here in my library is actually the Quran. Now, why do I need to have the Quran? Because I've realized that if you look at Muhammad as a person, one of the greatest influencers of our time also is Muhammad. So I needed to understand, though I might not really have so much in sync with him, but I needed to understand what made him tick. I needed to see the principle behind his preaching so that I can actually know what I can use to actually advance what I'm trying to pass across. It's important for you to study the relationship. First of all, determine what vision do you have for your life. You need wisdom, and it's also because a lot of us don't take our time to go into that those relationships that are a bit bitter in our mouth. Why? Because we've set low visions for ourselves. But when you have set a big vision for yourself, you need to understand that, yes, this relationship might be bitter in your mouth, but when they get into your belly, they become sweet and help to push your vision forward. Now, I'm not talking about negative relationship, but I'm talking of people that somehow, for certain reasons, you don't have that personal chemistry with. But these are people that if you take out time to break out the mental barriers, those mental conditionings that you have placed in yourself, that for certain reasons you just classify them as not people you can't have relationship with. What I'm trying to say that until you start to break down those mental barriers, it will be extremely difficult for you to achieve the dream and vision you have for your life. I was one day listening to a speaker, And this guy didn't believe in God. Now, most of my teachings come from the Bible. Now, you'll be wondering, why would I want to listen to this guy? Because I wanted to get his own point of view. I wanted to see how he thinks. I wanted to understand how he operates so that even if there's a time I need to talk, I can actually share certain things from his point of view and say, see what these people believe and see how you can go ahead from it. But if I say, no, this person, because he's an atheist, I can't relate with him, then there's no way I can actually grow from where I am to where I want to go to. Now, recently, the Pope was with, I think, Dalai Lama and one of the Muslim clerics. And they were discussing religion. And there was no bitterness or rancor amongst them. The amazing thing was that they were learning from each other. Despite their divergent views, the opposing views on religion, they were willing to listen to each other and learn from each other. That is the point I'm trying to make. That for you to grow, you must break out that mental barrier that's keeping you from learning, getting the information that will move you from where you are to where you want to be. Now, my question to you is, what are you going to do about it? Have you set a big vision for yourself? Have you decided where you want to be? And if you have decided where you want to be, ask yourself, who are those carrying the information? Who are those who have the resources that will move me from where I am to where I want to be? A lot of times I recruit for people, for some of our students. And most times they'll tell me that I don't want people from this area, I don't want this kind of people, I don't want that. But I've tried to tell them, don't judge a tribe, don't judge a religion because of your experience with one or two people from that category. For instance, there was a man who told me specifically, see, if I don't recruit women for me, I said, don't judge them because maybe you have had experiences with about 2 other ladies. Just give them a chance. Today, his best staff is a lady that we recruited. And she's doing so much more that he has been investing so much in her to actually grow her from where she is so as to make her the overall manager of his business. Now, it was because I had to get into a position where he could actually break those mental conditionings of his perception about women. That is how that opportunity of this great worker could actually be brought into his organization to make it grow. What mental conditioning do you have in your business that is keeping you down? Are you saying people from certain areas can't work in, are not reliable? That way, you are missing opportunities of people from there that can transform your business. Are you saying that certain religions have divergent views from your own religion? Because of that, you are not bringing them into your organization. And based on that, ideas that can transform your life are kept out of your business. Are you saying that certain race, because they are white, black, yellow, green, because of that, you can't bring them into your business? And because you are doing that, your business cannot grow. I want you to look at the French national team, for instance. The team that won the 1998 World Cup for France, about 70% of them were black. Why? Because the French has gotten to a place whereby all they want is the result. Their vision was to win the World Cup. And it doesn't matter the color of the skin of those who they want to bring in. As long as these people can do the job for us, get them into the field and let them deliver results. The same thing will happen to your business. For you to be able to build a successful business that can deliver the vision you want, you need to get to say, who can give me the result that I want? Irrespective of his tribe, his sex, his background. As long as I've said this is the quality I want in somebody and he can deliver it, this thing that this person is coming from, where he comes from, his religion, that, it doesn't matter to me. What I want is a result. That is the only way that you can build a very big and successful business. Now, I want you now to start to work on your mental conditioning. Work on your mind so that these barriers, this relationship that you need to come into, you can start to build them. It means that when you want to set you set a vision you want to achieve, and start to feel certain way about certain people. Tell yourself, what I'm looking for is the value this person is carrying and not who that person is. And when you do that, you'll be amazed at the results you can get. I want to say thank you for watching us today, listening to us today, and I believe that what we've shared today is going to transform your life and transform your business and help you build a wonderful business so that anytime we'll rejoice with you. You can also I'll advise you to sign up for one of our programs, whereby we work with you to help you build your businesses. Just go down on the screen of this page and use our website, www.counseloruniversity.com. Sign up for one of our courses, one of our programs, and you'll be amazed at the results you see in your life. Thank you for listening to us.